Holy Eid-Ul-Azha to be celebrated May 28. ADB of Taka 3 lakh crore gets NEC nod. No plan to change RAB's name right now. CEC favors all-party talks to avoid bloodshed in local polls. Those were the headlines. Good evening, viewers. I'm Nafisa Nawal with English Bulletin. Jilhaj moon has been sighted in Cox's Bazar. Eid-Ul-Azha will be celebrated across the country on May 28. The main ritual of Eid-Ul-Azha is sacrificing the cattle, commemorating the incident of Prophet Hazrat Ibrahim alayhi wasallam and his son Hazrat Ismail alayhi wasallam. So Muslim devotees across the country will celebrate Eid-Ul-Azha with the spirit of sacrifice. The government has approved annual development program of Taka 3,08,925 crore for the next fiscal. The cease of ADB has been increased 50% than that of previous ADB. The ADP was approved at the meeting of the National Economic Council chaired by Prime Minister Tariq Rahman at the NEC conference room of the Planning Ministry on Monday. Finance and Planning Minister Amir Khusru Mahmood Chaudhary said the biggest science development program has been approved to overcome the crisis and for showing reflection of development. The government has no plan to change the name of Rapid Action Battalion or its uniform right now. The decision will only be made after enacting law for information of new force as elite force. Home Minister Salahuddin Ahmed made the disclosure while inspecting progress of RAB's 22nd founding anniversary event at its headquarters in the Kurmitola on Monday. Talking on US sanction on RAB, the Home Minister said it will not be applicable if a new elite force is formed. Earlier, the commission formed by Dr. Yunus-led interim government recommended disbanding of RAB. Chief Election Commissioner AMM Nasruddin has called for talks with all parties to make local government polls free of bloodshed. The CEC made the call at an event organized by Reporters Forum for Election and Democracy on Monday. Addressing the event and the Election Training Institute, the CEC said holding good local polls not possible without cooperation from the political parties. If there is any loopholes, the Election Commission want to fix it through discussion with the political parties. Present at the event, Assistant Secretary General of Jamaat Islami Hamidur Rahman Azad and Chief Coordinator of NCP Nasruddin Patwari called upon CEC to organize local polls smoothly. Viewers, we will take you live to Islamic Foundation where Mr. Kaikubat will give his statement.
Alhamdulillah. এমত অবস্থায় 1433 বঙ্গাব্দ 12ই মে 2026 খ্রিস্টাব্দ মঙ্গলবার হতে মঙ্গলবার পবিত্র জিলহজ মাস ঘোষণা গণনা শুরু হবে। 1447 হিজরি 14 জ্যৈষ্ঠ মে 2026 তারিখ বৃহস্পতিবার সারা দেশে পবিত্র ঈদ-উল-আজহা উদযাপিত হবে ইনশাআল্লাহ। মহান আল্লাহ রাব্বুল আলামিন আমাদের সকলকে तमाम দুনিয়ার মুসলমানকে নেক আমল করার তৌফিক দান করো আল্লাহ तमाम দুনিয়ার মুসলমান ভাই বোনদেরকে হেদায়েত নসিব করো সহি বুঝ দান করো বিশেষ করে तमाम আপনাদের অনেক ধন্যবাদ বিশেষ করে আমার সাংবাদিক ভাইয়েরা যারা প্রতি দিনটিতে এসে আমাদের মাঝখানে হাজির হন আমি তাদের কাছে কৃতজ্ঞ আমি অভিভূত
BNP has announced week-long program to mark the martyrdom anniversary of Shaheed President Ziaur Rahman. Senior Joint Secretary General of the party, Ruhul Kabir Rizvi, announced the program from a briefing at party's central office in capital Bulletin on Monday. The events will take place from May 25 up to June 1. Black flag will be hoisted and party flag will remain half-mast at party's central office in Bulletin and all over the country from dawn on May 30. Prime Minister and BNP Chairman Tariq Rahman, flanked by party leaders, will pay homage at the tomb of Shaheed President Ziaur Rahman at 11 a.m. on May 30. The Anti-Corruption Commission has seized the documents of 15 people, including cricketer Saqib Al Hassan, for stock market scam. The papers were seized from Securities and Exchange Commission on Monday. There is a case against them for misappropriation of Taka 250 crore from the stock market through manipulation. The ACC filed a case against Saqib, a former lawmaker from Magura 1 and other people from Abul Khair Hero Syndicate last year for embezzling Taka 256 crore from the stock market. It is alleged Saqib himself had embezzled around Taka 3 crore. Now a short break. We will be back soon with Pakistan sent troops jet squadron to Saudi Arabia. Welcome back. You're watching ATN News. This is English Bulletin. Qatar will take 4 types of workers from Bangladesh. The decision was made at the 7th joint meeting of Bangladesh-Qatar at the Ministry of Expatriate, Welfare and Foreign Employment on Monday morning. Bangladesh sought participation of more than 1 firms in visa processing and recruiting. Minister Ariful Haq Chaudhry led the Bangladesh delegation, while Qatar's Labour Minister Dr. Ali bin Shaimak Al Mari led the Qatari delegation. Now news around the world. Pakistan has sent 8,000 troops and a fighter jet squadron and an air defense system to Saudi Arabia under a mutual defense pact, strengthening military ties with Riyadh even as Islamabad plays a key mediating role in Iran conflict. The deployment, reported in full for the first time, was confirmed by 3 security officials and 2 government sources, who described it as a significant combat-ready force aimed at supporting Saudi Arabia's military in the event of further attacks. The full terms of the defense agreement signed last year are confidential, but both sides have said it requires Pakistan and Saudi Arabia to come to each other's defense in the event of an attack. US has presented Iran with 5-condition ultimatum as part of its response as talks to bring the war to an end have stalled. President Donald Trump warned the clock is ticking for Iran. Trump wrote on his Truth Social platform, "Time is of the essence. Iran better get moving fast or there will not be anything left for them." The message came as Trump spoke with Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu, Israeli media reported. Meanwhile, Iran's news agency reported US President presented 5-demand ultimatum to Iran, including refusing to pay war reparations to Tehran and requiring Iran to hand over 400 kilogram enriched uranium. India strongly rejected the latest Court of Arbitration ruling over the Indus Water Treaty with Pakistan, describing the court an illegally constituted arbitration court. India's decision to keep the treaty in abeyance remains unchanged. The authorities asserted any decision issued by the body carries no legal validity. MEA spokesperson Randhir Jaiswal said the so-called Court of Arbitration issued an award concerning maximum poundage on May 15, supplemental to earlier ruling. India had never recognized the court's legitimacy and considered all its proceedings and decisions null and void. India placed the treaty in abeyance following Pahalgam terror attack of April 2025. The UAE has blamed a fire near its nuclear power plant on a drone launched by Iran, or one of its proxies has called it a dangerous escalation. Riyadh condemned the attack. Emirates Defense Ministry said the drone targeted the Barakah plant was one of 3 that entered the country from western border direction. Nuclear regulators said the fire was just outside the nuclear plant and caused no injuries or radiation alerts for radioactive leak. It came amid the 6th week of US-Iran ceasefire, with peace talks stalled and US President Trump voicing impatience at deadlock. Before ending the bulletin, top stories once again. Holy Eid-Ul-Azha to be celebrated May 28. ADB of Dhaka 3 lakh crore gets NEC nod. No plan to change Riyadh's name right now. CEC favours all-party talks to avoid bloodshed in local court. Pakistan sent troops jet squadron to Saudi Arabia. That's all from the newsroom for the moment. Thank you.